Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we want to learn 20 slang in English. But what is slang? Very informal language that is usually spoken rather than written, used especially by particular groups of people. For example, chicken is slang for someone who isn't very brave. So let's start.
It's nothing, that's a piece of cake.
A piece of cake describes something that is very easy to do. For example, my new job is a piece of cake because I've done this so many times before already.
Oh, I had a piece of cake. A little beef jerky.
Not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea describes something that you dislike or are not interested in. For example, my friend invited me to an art gallery on Saturday, but it's not my cup of tea.
I didn't watch that film because it's absolutely not my cup of tea.
He's a chip off the old block.
A chip off the old block describes someone who has a similar character or personality to one of their parents. For example, my nephew is a chip off the old block when it comes to computer games. He's just like his dad.
And here I thought you'd want me to be a chip off the old block.
Dawn ain't far away. Let's get a move on.
Get a move on. Used to tell someone to hurry up. For example, you need to get a move on. I don't want to be late for the cinema.
Hey John, get a move on.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and dogs describes when it rains very heavily. For example, I don't want to go out for a run today. It's raining cats and dogs.
Is that alright? Just raining cats and dogs out there.
Well, you sure have gotten yourself in a pickle.
In a pickle describes when someone is in a difficult or problematic situation. For example, Jack drank a bit too much wine at the staff party and got himself in a right pickle.
I got caught in a pickle.
It's fine and dandy, but it ain't yours.
Fine and dandy describes something as very good or going well. For example, I'm fine and dandy, thanks. I've got a great job and still have time to meet up with friends and go to the gym.
We're fine. Yeah, fine and dandy.
Targeting system's knackered, boss.
Knackered. To be extremely tired or exhausted. For example, I've been working long hours this week and I'm completely knackered.
Mark, you look knackered. Go home.
Hey, Irina, back and Bob's your uncle, get it?
Bob's your uncle. Used to emphasize that something will be fine or is easy to do. For example, take the car to the mechanic. They'll repair it this afternoon, and Bob's your uncle.
I told you, Bob's your uncle.
So we win, right?
Hold your horses, I'm getting there.
Hold your horses. Used to tell someone to wait and think about something before making a decision. For example, hold your horses. You don't need to make such an important decision right now.
Hold your horses there for a second.
So guys, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe my channel, like me, and hit the bell.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
In a jiffy describes when something will happen in a very short time. For example, can you just wait for me at the train station? I'll be there in a jiffy.
I'll have you out in a jiffy.
Oh, God. Justin's gonna whinge.
Must have thousand.
To whinge To complain about something in a way that annoys other people. For example, you're always whinging about your job. Why aren't you looking for a new one?
Just hang on. I'm gonna start the landing cycle.
Hang on. To wait for a short time. For example, can you hang on for a few minutes? I need to send an email before we go out.
Just hang on a minute.
Someone's not a happy bunny.
A happy bunny. To be happy and satisfied with a situation. For example, I'm a happy bunny because it's Friday and I have the whole weekend to relax.
We was young and full of beans.
Full of beans. To be lively, energetic and enthusiastic. For example, my best mate is always full of beans first thing in the morning.
Friendly, full of beans, but a bit weird.
It would save us a trip to the bank. I am pretty cheesed off about that jockey falling off that damn horse, Sid.
Cheesed off. To be angry and annoyed. For example, he's really cheesed off because the concert tickets have already sold out.
I'm ticked off at you, I should be really cheesed off.
It's just a bit dodgy, that's all.
Dodgy. Describes someone or something as dishonest, evasive, dangerous, strange or low quality. For example, we think that this electrician is dodgy and need to get his work checked.
That might be a bit dodgy, sir.
Stanky now having a chinwag with his ex-teammate Chapman.
Chinwag. An informal conversation between friends. For example, I had a great chinwag with my old friends about what we used to do at university.
We could have had a little chinwag at the office, but more.
Thing number 1. It's illegal for Nazis and Jews to hang out like we do, let alone kiss.
Hang out. To spend a lot of time in a place or with someone. For example, they spent the whole day hanging out by the pool.
Why does he hang out with those retarded gorillas, as you call them?
And I must beat up the world's face with my bare knuckles, making it a bloody pulpy mess.
Beat up. In bad condition. For example, he was badly beaten up by a gang of thugs.
He beat up 2 of the attendants and escaped.